What's good, y'all? So, my review for Dragon Ball Super Superhero, and all I gotta say is, man, that first of all, if you haven't seen it or got your tickets yet to go see it, definitely do it now while it's still in theaters. It is a definite must see, if I do say so myself. But let's talk about my favorite things from the movie. So, in the beginning, what I liked is the confirmation that Android 21 is canon to the actual anime now. Because in the beginning, they're showing like a family tree of Dr. Gero, and Android 21 is the wife of Dr. Gero. That was the first part, and it shocked me and my homie that when me and him went to go see it, because we've been waiting for Android 21 to be canon. Then the next part I really liked is Piccolo training Pan, and it was like a slight hint towards the next generation, and I was like, bro, because finally they're learning that Goku and Vegeta won't be around for everything. The Z fighters are always stuck on Earth. They gotta step up. They gotta step up. Which is what I like about what Piccolo was telling Gohan, is that, hey man, you gotta realize you're the son of Goku, and you gotta start taking your training more seriously. Because Piccolo and the others always tell him he has the potential to be the strongest man on Earth. The strongest fighter on Earth, excuse me. And Piccolo pretty much gut checks him to test Gohan's reflexes. And Gohan was so out of practice that he couldn't even wear the vest thing that Piccolo wears. And Piccolo even said he didn't have no problem wearing that when he was a boy. I was like, facts! Facts! And the next part I thought was really cool is that Piccolo, Gamma 2 pretty much just showed up out of nowhere, pulling up on Piccolo with a beam and shot at Piccolo. Oh yeah, and the Red Ribbon guys basically manipulate this little kid scientist into thinking the Z Fighters are an evil organization. Which they're not, of course. Obviously not. And the little scientist dude, he builds Gamma 1 and 2. And they're supposed to be fighting against the Z Fighters. Gamma 2 fights Piccolo, and the choreography in that fight, man. They're using actual martial arts in the fights. And Gamma 2's fighting style is the coolest to me, because whenever he fights somebody and hits someone, onomatopoeias show up in the freaking attacks, and it is the coolest thing ever to me. Like, I loved it when Miles did it. I loved it when Gamma 2 did it in this movie. It was freaking goated. On me, it was goated. But on to my next things I liked about the movie. One of the coolest things to me after all that is when Broly is the first person you see on Beerus' planet training to control his power. Goku was pretty much trying to see if Broly would rage out on him, and Broly almost did, but Goku stopped him in time. And Vegeta's doing some mental training while Goku's training Broly. And he brought up how Jiren used more of instinct things to fight rather than raw power like Goku and Vegeta does. Which is very interesting, because I didn't peep that. I honestly didn't. And another thing I liked is how they sort of teased that Broly and Jiren are the strongest, even when these versions of Goku and Vegeta take place after the Moro arc. I think I'm right about that. These two, I mean not these two, but Goku and Vegeta in this day and age are Moro arc level. So Broly and Jiren are still equal to them. Which brings me on to the next interesting part is how Piccolo basically has to ask Shenron to do the technique that Guru did that brings out their potential. And Shenron said the potential that he brought out of Piccolo was only a fraction. And I was like, what did he mean by that? And which comes out later. But nevertheless, after he gets his powers unlocked, he goes back into the Red Ribbon base to infiltrate them still, and basically they had to get Pan involved now in order to get Gohan's fighting sense back. And then Gohan gets heated when he sees Pan kidnapped. I'm using quotations because he wasn't actually kidnapped. I mean, she wasn't actually kidnapped. But they kidnapped Pan in order to get freaking, yeah, the Bulma scene, bro. The Bulma scene, I gotta talk about that. So after, let me go back a little bit. So after Piccolo wished for his potential to be unlocked, Bulma basically wished for BBL, sort of. That was so funny, bro. That took me and my boy out. That was hilarious. On me, that was hilarious. But then, back to where I was at, though. Piccolo is basically still using Pan to get Gohan in his fighting shape back. But Gamma 1 pulls up on Gohan, and they're boxing, bro. Gamma 2 was low-key winning in the first half. But then, when Gohan saw Pan pretending to be in danger, he lost it and went Mystic form, and basically, he basically started boxing Gamma 1. He even hit him with a Undertaker move with the freaking body blast to the head. And then Piccolo was evenly matched with Gamma 2, but then started low-key losing a little bit. And after he got slammed into the ground, Piccolo awakened his orange form and one-shotted Gamma 2. Just, boom, to the floor. He's out. And after they defeated the androids, they realized the two main business dudes of the Red Ribbon Army were the real bad guys. And they basically saw the error of their ways and started acting good for now. They started acting good. But then all heck starts to break loose. Freaking Cell Max is unleashed. Because the freaking little doctor kid let him get unleashed. And I'm like, bro, why didn't you just take the dude out? But nah, freaking Cell Max went on a rampage, started boxing everyone. But everyone was low-key blasting him, but it wasn't doing nothing. But then Goten and Trunks thought it was a smart idea to fuse, knowing they haven't done it in a while, and they screwed it up. It became Fat Gotenks. And surprisingly wasn't as useless as we thought, like Piccolo said. But then, they were low-key all putting in work. Even 18 and Krillin were putting in work, which was good. Very, very good. And, then it started to get a little too out of hand, and Gamma 2 said, hey man, I got a secret move, but when I activate it, y'all gotta get out of here. And then Gamma 2 starts powering up, and he launches himself into space, and then freaking charges back down to hit Cell Max in the head, because that's where his weak spot is. But sadly, Cell Max blocked it, but Gamma 2 still got a solid hit in. And Cell Max just started wiping everyone there. But then Orange Piccolo saves Gamma 2 from being crushed, even though he was already dead. But, you know, Piccolo's a righteous man now. Respect. And then he started going giant, and they started boxing. But sadly, Cell Max was a little too strong for everybody. And then started overwhelming Piccolo. And then he got hit with a blast, and Gohan thought he died. Gohan was shook. And then he got ticked and went Beast Gohan. He went Beast Gohan, bro. And then Beast Gohan, Cell Max tried to punch Beast Gohan, and Beast Gohan said, is that all you got? Is that it? Yeah, he kicked man in the stomach so hard to pay homage to freaking... When Gohan kicked so hard, 18 flew out of his mouth. And I was like, yes. And then the whole time, Cell Max was charging this big energy blast. And Gohan was just sitting there smirking. He was just sitting there smirking. And that put a smile on my face. I was like, man, Gohan's that dude. He's that dude again. It's like, yes, it was about darn time. It was about darn time Gohan started taking his training seriously. And, yeah. Orange Piccolo tied up Cell Max with his stretchy arms. And point blank, not point blank range, but he sniped Cell Max in the head with a new special beam cannon and took Cell Max out. Took him out of the picture. It was just, this movie was just great. The fight scenes were amazing. The humor was amazing, especially Bulma. Bulma carried that. She carried that movie. And if I were to rate this movie, I would definitely say it's better than the... It was definitely better than the recent 2 My Hero movies. Broly and this are my favorite anime movies of all time. I can't wait for the new One Piece movie too. I'm definitely gonna do a review on that. And yeah, guys, Superhero's amazing. Go watch it. Loved it. Had a great time watching it. Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan need to be in the games. Stand by that. And yeah, you guys have a good night and go check out the movie whenever you can. Peace.